Hey, it's Black Vader again. Starting off a new week, we gotta read the code. God bless everyone who's on code and at least doing something constructive in regards to reading, cleaning, learning. You know, we're all learning, and we all gotta continue to learn and to continue to be productive. So you're reading this, watching this, so you're already there. You're already halfway there. You showed up. Showing up's half the battle. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's here, and we're just gonna get into it. We're on Area 3 Entertainment, page 122. You can get the code at producejustice.com, producejustice.com, and I'm just gonna read it until I'm done with it or until someone stops me. So hopefully I finish this whole thing and this will remain on the internet forever. And yeah, I do my part at the very least. If someone doesn't want to read it, y'all can at least listen to me do it. So let's go into it. Question: during the existence of white supremacy, what is the best and correct way to describe the ways that white people entertain themselves as compared to the ways that non-white people entertain themselves? Answer: white people entertain themselves by promoting glorification of white supremacy. Non-white people entertain themselves by directly or indirectly reacting to white supremacy in ways that are most pitiful, primitive, stupid, and or silly. American Idol. What's that dance show? Dancing with the Stars. You know, like we're all just like dancing in front of white people and trying to impress them and make them feel good. And a lot of entertainment really just boils down to how much we can make white people feel good. No, that's my point of view. Now I'm going to continue on to more questions. Question: within a system of white supremacy racism, how and when can a non-white person have fun? Answer: do your very best to make all of your work, I like that because I try to do the same thing, all of your work to be as constructive as possible. Then find ways to make all of your play fun a part of your work. This also includes making both your work and your play effective in helping to end racism, white supremacy, and in helping to produce justice, balance between people. A side note: I think that can be difficult at times because this world is crazy and it's ran by white supremacists. And uh, I don't know if a lot of people are religious in here. Sort of am, sort of not. But you know, in the Bible they say like which we'll call it, good is bad and bad is good. So when you try to do good, it's like it doesn't feel too good. And, you know, doing this right now, I know to a lot of people it would probably be annoying and boring or whatever. You know, reading to people, talking to whoever might be listening on YouTube or whatever. But for the work, it has to be for the mission or the assignment. It has to be good. What your intentions are is meant to be good. You know, my intentions is love. It's everything I have right now to do this. Outside of who I am as a person, I might be the worst person on earth. But right now, in this moment, this is me showing love, and what my intentions are is to do good for all non-white people, so we can be on code. And to be on code is just to be constructive. So my goal is to help other black folk be constructive, so we can move this mankind, womankind, woman to earth towards another greater fulfillment of whatever our creator has asked us to do, whether it be a woman or a man. I think God has a purpose for why we're all here, and I don't think his or her intentions are bad at all. Besides the fact that animals and stuff kill each other, you know what I mean? But I think there has to be a right balance between people, just like Neely Fullers says. Um, Let me continue on. Always think of the process of learning something of constructive value, of being great fun. Inform everyone that you intend to participate only in those forms of so-called entertainment, socializing, or visiting that best helps you or others to think, speak, or act to replace white supremacy with justice. Question: what kind of fun party should you attend, and what should be the requirements for self and others? Answer: do not attend any fun party except an honest fun party. Do not attend any honest fun party or so-called party for the purpose of having fun unless the party is attended by one, yourself, and two, another person who is non-white. who is of opposite complementary sex and is non-kin to you. If an honest fun party is attended by more than two persons, one non-white male and one non-white female, do not attend unless is for parties. Do not attend unless no white people are present, no harmful drinks or harmful drug chemicals are consumed or used, no profane remarks are made, no person is present who is wearing bodily ornaments or wearing any cover or garments other than necessary, and does not wear anything that will attract unnecessary attention. No touching of bodies except for males touching hands with females. Notes: the need for an honest fun party involving more than two people should be for the purpose of promoting total honesty among the persons present and to minimize the tendency by the party participants to show off either in speech, action, or attire. In addition, a fun party that has no reason for existence except to have fun should be conducted in such a manner as to produce or promote total honesty among its participants and to totally oppose hypocrisy and arrogance. Otherwise, no party for the exclusive purpose of having fun can be justified. Rather than having business meetings, too many non-white people insist on having parties for the purpose of doing no more than having fun. Business meetings. I gotta write that somewhere. I know that's like kind of like common sense that black folk, we should really be having business meetings compared to compared to just having parties. But business meetings is a good like analogy because white people have business meetings every day. They set meetup groups. They do so many things, but black folk, we have celebrations. You know what I mean? And to me, it's nothing wrong with celebrating because I like using that as a reward. I do this to do this. You know what I mean? But a business meeting isn't bad either. To me, it's like even a wedding could be a business meeting if used correctly. If you're doing things productive, sometimes it can be a waste of time depending on whose wedding it is. But a lot of times you meet a lot of interesting people. You meet a lot of connections, and you never know where that direction may take you. All because two other people are coming together. So, but business meetings is a good idea. That's what I just wanted to get into. But a lot of black people don't do that. Honest fun party. Business meetings. Too many non-white people insist on having parties for the purpose of doing no more harm than having fun. They have no interest in doing something that will be greatly constructive in matters of economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, war, and counter-war. These requirements for the honest fun party are necessary in order to help produce and maintain greater honesty and more constructive interaction among the non-white people who insist upon having parties for the purpose of having fun. I'm gonna write that down. No more parties, business meetings. No more parties. Only business meetings. Hopefully I can keep this up. I don't really go to parties anyway, but I think that's a very good analogy of what black people need to be doing. From now on, we don't need to go to any parties. We just need to go to just call it a business meeting. Even if you're going to a party, just be like, it's a business meeting. Just change the verbiage, So this requirements for honest fun party necessary in order to help produce and maintain greater honesty and more constructive interaction among the non-white people who have insisted upon having parties for the purpose of having fun. It is incorrect for you to pretend that you are having fun when you are not. It is incorrect for you to allow anyone to invite you to do things for fun that you will not try to do willingly or deliberately without being asked. Try to be true to yourself. try to not lie to yourself. Some very tragic things have happened to many non-white people because of the ways that they allowed themselves to be involved in what they were told was going to be fun. According to compensatory counter-racist logic, the best and correct way for non-white people to have fun is by using their time and energy according to the suggested four compensatory uses of time and energy presented in the compensatory code. See Area 1 Economics. Within a system of white supremacy racism, when a non-white people participate in fun parties, partings for the purpose of having fun, little or nothing constructive value is produced. Most of what results from such fun parties are petty and are show-offish. That's true. A lot of people just want to get on stage and be like, I'm the one, I'm the main person. And even me, like in some forms of entertainment, like I like being up there. I like showing what I can do, not just for the purpose of my talent or what God has given me, but also just to be stared at and be like, yes, oh, I'm that main nigga, I'm that main guy, I'm the coolest dude in the room for about 5 to 15 fucking minutes till someone else is on stage. You know what I'm saying? So it can be hectic because everyone wants to feel special. But being stared at doesn't make you feel special. It just means that people are looking at you for a certain amount of time while you're doing a specific thing. So let me continue on. Within a system of white supremacy racism, when non-white people participate in fun parties, partying for the purpose of having fun, little or nothing constructive value is produced, most of which results from fun parties are petty and are show-offish. Such activity produces gossip, hypocrisy, jealousy, wasted time, wasted energy, wasted money, or unnecessary animosity or hostility. That is a fact. Therefore, as long as white supremacy exists, it is best that all non-white people greatly limit their participation in fun parties. During the existence of white supremacy, such partying should be limited to the presence and participation of no more than one non-white male and should be limited to the presence and participation of no more than one non-white male and one non-white female. Instead of fun parties, participating in business meetings and making sure the business... notes. Instead of fun parties, participate in business meetings and make sure that the business meetings assemblies of more than two persons of complementary sex, male and female, are directly and indirectly associated with speech and or action that is intended to help end racism, white supremacy, and help produce justice, balance between people. With planning and focus and a fun party and a business meeting can be the one and the same. With planning and focus, a fun party and a business meeting can be one and the same. That's why they call it the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. It's just a business meeting that are one and the same. So how do black people get involved with their own type of business and party at the same time? We're the best partiers, you know what I'm saying, in the world. We're the most turned up people in the world, you know. But we also got to take care of business. If we can somehow mix the business and party style together and, you know, bring people together and, you know, talk about something constructive, and if we can master that, I think it'll help us tremendously in terms of improving ourselves and creating, I want to say awareness, but creating something that would help end white supremacy and replace it with a system of justice. Added context. When you are bored, study something of constructive value or listen to constructive sounds, music, sounds that will help you think constructive thoughts. Look at everything around you and think about the reason for the existence of those things. Look at the bird. Look at and think about the trees, the rocks, the grass, the mountains, the birds and insects. Think about the reasons for your existence and theirs. Furthermore, I'm saying everything has a purpose. My hair has a purpose. My eyes has a purpose. My nose has a purpose. My teeth has a purpose. So your whole existence has a purpose. And we have to think clearly about what our purpose is in this planet and what our purpose is on this earth. Let me continue on to read. When seeking to make contact with a person for a purpose of producing comfort for your mind or body, try to make certain that all such contacts are sufficiently brief, comfortable, and constructive. Brief, comfortable, and constructive. Business meeting. Okay. Try to use most of your time and energy being comfortable by being alone and doing something constructive that also gives comfort while you are alone. Some examples of possible constructive comfort are producing, repairing, etc., studying, writing, studying, writing, etc., and 3, listening to constructive sounds, music, messages, etc. During the existence of white supremacy, according to compensatory counter-racist logic, what is worthy of laughter? Absolutely nothing. Answer, absolutely nothing. Explanation, according to compensatory counter-racist logic, nothing that happens during the existence of white supremacy can be correctly thought of as funny, comical, or worthy of laughter or hilarity. You know, even the clown is, the funniest symbol, or whatever like that is supposed to represent hilarity, but you know, a clown is just a blackface. It's just a white person dressing up as blackface, covered. You know what I mean? But they're whiteface. You know, that's why they have the big lips. That's why they have the button nose. That's why they have the afro, copying us, because we're jokes to them, and that's not fair to us. But you know, there's nothing that requires laughing if there's more work to be done. So, according to compensatory counter-racist logic, nothing that happens during the existence of white supremacy can be correctly thought of as funny, comical, or worthy as laughter or hilarity. The continuing tragedy is too great. When you hear or see a non-white person laughing during the existence of white supremacy, racism, the one thing that you can be certain of is that nothing is funny. Stop acting if you should be the entertainment committee. Stop acting if you should be the entertainment committee when in the presence of white people. So like when you're around black people, you're normal yourself or whatever. And I've seen this with even myself or a lot of black people. They'll just start crooning it up without realizing it, you know, because we've been trained to understand who our masters is without realizing it, because racism, white supremacy is very deceptive. So we know who our bosses are, and sometimes we carry that with us outside of work, even in a workplace, because white people are everywhere, controlling everything at all times. Whether even if they have a hierarchy of fucking poor white people, rich white people that call themselves slaves within their own fucking system, that doesn't mean shit, because we're still lower than you guys. So even if you're a white slave, you're still higher than Barack Obama, bro. I'm sorry, collectively, because compared to white people, compared to black people, it's not even fucking close. But we shouldn't be an entertainment committee to white people. When we see white people, we shouldn't start chucking and jiving and batting our eyes. Be like, yes, sir, master. No, master. We should just do our duty, do what we need to do, and just continue to be constructive. What else should I do? Read. Continue on. Stop swapping jokes with members of the white nation. White supremacy. Such called joking serves no constructive purpose. it usually ends with the telling of a joke that is not a joke, and the joke is not a joke. It's usually a joke on you. If they are racist white supremacists, they will be laughing at you, not with you. Do not expect to be happy all the time or most of the time. Instead, expect happiness to come to you in moments that pass by so swiftly that you will almost miss its full flavor at its peak. Interesting. I feel like happiness is the same way. Like, we never know how important a moment was until it's gone. And we never understand how valuable those moments are until we don't have them anymore. So I basically said the same thing twice, wasting time babbling. But, happiness is a fleeting emotion. I feel like people are more just content, not angry, but like, I can speak for myself. I'm not always happy, but when I'm doing something that is constructive, it makes me feel complete. It makes me feel like I'm doing something that provides value to not only myself or whatever I'm doing. It's just the universe or God in general. So I don't think that's what happiness is supposed to be. It's just, happiness is just being able to do what you want without really feeling judged, or even if you are judged, you're happy to do what you need to do, whether you care what other people think at the same time. And I think that's true happiness, because you can't make everyone happy. You can only do what you can do for yourself or for your other people, directly or indirectly. But as long as you're doing something, is when you can continue to keep the game going. And I think a lot of times depression or whatever people might be going through stops them from keeping the game going. And you got to keep the game going. Just like a kid who plays video games all day, he has a motivation, an urge to keep that game going. But if you put a homework or something in front of them, they're not going to want that. You're going to have that same urge and the same respect towards what you do in yourself that a kid would have for a video game, or a girl or a boy would have for a toy. You're going to have that same need and same want. Even if I don't have a lot of views on this video, I know for certain maybe one person may watch this and is doing something constructive and valuable, and that's just it. So, notes about happiness. Expect these moments of happiness to mostly come to you in ways that are unexpected at unexpected times and places. Plan to be ready for happiness, but do not be disappointed when happiness does not come at the time, at the place, or in the ways that you expected. It's sort of like getting a check. Like, you're going to be happy until you spend all that money in that check, or you might feel good about working so hard there's been plenty of times where I've thought I felt good, and I have goals. I have a lot of goals, to be honest. There's been times where I would do something and be like, oh, I did this. I'm so happy I did this. But it's like, okay, I just did this. And I think that's what a lot of rich people or people who are successful might feel, is that like what they do is never enough, because these are just things to be done. But a lot of times peace is like, it really is in the present moment, of doing what needs to be done and what you intend to do. Being evil, scamming people, stealing from people, robbing from people, lying to others. These are just things that may seem like fun in the moment, or they're not supposed to be fun, but you're not supposed to do them. You're just supposed to be constructive and help other people. Knowing what you do helps other people makes you feel better. It makes me feel better about myself overall, because I'm providing a service to other human beings. And I feel like when you provide a service to other human beings, you are just human. You know what I mean? Like, to be human is to serve another human. To be an ant is to serve the ant colony. To be a lion is to serve your tribe. when you're able to serve your tribe, I really believe like you're the most content or the most happy. And I feel like I'm the most happy when I'm able to provide value for my tribe. I really want to be able to provide value for the human beings of this earth as a whole. But because of white supremacy, only a certain group of people are successful and a certain group are not. And and it's because of the white supremacists that not everyone can be on that level of where we need to be. Instead, we're all just dominated by the white supremacists. Even the white people are dominated by white supremacy too, and they enjoy the benefits of it only until they have complaints from their bosses or the bosses of the white supremacists as well. But let me go back into reading this. They understand that there's no condition as endless happiness or happily ever after. Remember, understand that happiness comes only in moments, and the happiness comes only in moments, is gone, and sometimes later comes in moments again. Think about happiness as being its best when it comes while you are in the process of doing constructive work, while maintaining correct use of body and mind, while thinking about the source of all things, all power, God, the Creator, Allah. I think I really just got a couple more pages, but I went off so far, and I don't want to go for a whole hour unless y'all really, really want me to, but I don't see no comments about it. So here's I just finished I'm almost done with entertainment. I'm on page 126 now, but I just want to say like that we shouldn't be entertainment committee to white people. We should just be courteous to everyone. Make our conversations brief. Also, we should establish business meetings. And laughter isn't funny. There's nothing funny within this racist system of white supremacy. And yeah, and all our constructive work should be fun. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. I'm tired, but I'm gonna keep it going. But thank you guys for watching my videos, staying with me, being constructive with me, and God bless everyone. It's Black Bader. I am Michael. God bless the whole world, and I'm out.